Hello everybody, Anthony from SteamFirst.com here, and today we're playing Dinner Date. Dinner Date is a game on Steam, obviously, and it is really cool. It's one of those, I guess, one-man project type indie games. And you'll kind of see just from this intro screen that the graphics aren't the most impressive thing in the world. But the main menu I do quite like. It is quite simple, and you can just kind of already get a feel for the game just by seeing this. So that is always very ideal. Now, of course, you can choose your chapter or your, because the game's only about 25 minutes long, but there's different, I guess, bits in it. You'll kind of see. I'll try to edit it together properly so you guys can see that. But yeah, it's all this stuff, but that's not important. What is important right now is these three buttons right here. Now this switches you from full screen to windowed. I'm gonna play it in windowed for the sake of the recording. This is settings and this is profile. I'm not quite sure what profile is actually for, but it's also to quit the game. I'm not actually sure what the point of the profiles are because this isn't online or anything. But anyway, as far as technical settings go, you can actually move this window around, which is always nice. Of course, there is your graphics card here. You can choose your full screen resolution and your windowed resolution, which is also really nice. Yeah, there's quite a bit of choices there, as well as the graphical quality. I've never actually seen exorbitant as the top. That's actually really nice. That's what I'm going to be playing it at. Awesome. And of course your anti-aliasing quality and your vertical synchronization, which I shouldn't have on, but I do. And as far as audio settings go, all you really have is master volume and show subtitles. It's not like there's really a lot. All it really is just speaking and a little bit of music. All the sound effects and stuff are already pretty, I don't know. It'd still be nice to kind of be able to do that. And of course your profile settings, which again I'm not sure the point of. But yeah, and you have your language settings and all that, which is cool. So now let's dive into the game, and I'll see you guys there. In Dinner Date, you don't play as the main character or really anything. You see the game through the perspective of the subconscious of Julian Luxemburg, a lonely man awaiting his date who stood him up. There's little interaction. The furthest it goes is these little bubbles with prompts on them that let you make Julian eat, look at his clock, candle hands, or take a drag of his cigarettes towards the end. There's been talk about this, really not being a real video game because of that little to no interaction, not to mention the fact that you cannot influence the story in any way whatsoever. But that's fine. Personally, I just see it as more of a visual story, visual novella of sorts. Now, the great part about this game, story, visual, novella, whatever you want to call it, is it lets you intrude on somebody's privacy. Now, that sounds a bit weird. Let me just put that into some context. The entire 25-minute look into Julian's mind brings you on an emotional journey of his insecurities, disappointments, and probably slight depression that personifies his character and makes it feel real. You sort of start to understand him. He's a warm-hearted fella who enjoys poetry, dislikes his coworkers, and just wants some darn companionship just like the rest of us. The developer said a thing on this. Listening in on his thoughts, you get a better insight in him than he has himself. You hear the thoughts you would not tell anybody you had, which is probably what makes this such an intriguing engagement. It's quite an immersive story and really kinda heartwarming in a way. Now, despite what people say about it, I like it and would say it's definitely a success. The developer did a great job of letting us into the mind of a total stranger and making it feel real. Something a lot of games try to do, but none really pull off. One great example of it being pulled off amazingly was Gone Home, a game that I covered not too long ago. Now, Gone Home, the developers of Gone Home really did an amazing job of opening up these people's home and lives to us and just doing a great job of really describing their feelings and, I don't know, just making it feel like we're really there. And that's what this kind of does. It's really nice. Now, the graphics and visuals, however, are a whole other story. They're bad. Nothing else to it, though. This is quite an old game. It was released in 2011 and was made by one guy as an experiment. It hardly takes away from the rest of it though, and for a price tag of only $3, who can really complain? And the soundtrack, oh my god, it's amazing. What is with these small indie games having such amazing soundtracks? I swear to god, like the last 12 games I looked at had the best sound quality, best sound design, and the most fitting music ever. It's amazing. It's awesome. Again, for $3, it's an amazing deal. I'm so astonished by that sound thing. You wouldn't expect these types of games to have such great music. Okay. And also the voice acting is really impressive considering the, circumstances of the project that it's just kind of a one guy deal. Okay, now I definitely recommend this game to everybody, though there are moments in there that aren't really suitable for the younger gamers out there. Like just some minor talk about like sex and kissing and shagging, whatever that means. And there's like smoking scenes and drinking wine and stuff like that, and some inappropriate talk here and there. And I know some parents probably aren't too thrilled about their kids being exposed to that in a video game, but if you're not one of those parents, kudos for being cool. Anyway, this is it for this video. You can find Dinner Date on Steam for $2.99. My name is Anthony from SteamFirst.com. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.